Hello everyone, JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. This time we're not going to be talking about very close deals with terms of one incoming, not two, but three. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm told to expect a busy July. People are not wrong. So we're going to crack on with the ins in just a moment. But like always, make sure you subscribe if you're interested in the content. Make sure you press the bell and put your push notifications on. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you go and check out my social media links in description below and popping up on screen. And don't forget also to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So we're going to crack on with the ins first. And we're going to be talking about a new player for this window that we're getting linked with Leonardo Bonucci. Now, he's been linked with the exit door again from Juventus. He's left once, obviously, went to AC Milan, came back. Now he's getting linked with the exit door again. With the apparent arrival of Matthias de Ligt going to Juventus very soon, apparently they're wanting to clear up some space for the arrival and raise some funds whilst they're at it too, and they see that Bonucci might be one to make way for this de Ligt transfer, and Manchester City have been linked with him. Now, he's an experienced player, shouldn't be that expensive. Apparently he's only got 1 year left on his contract at Juventus. He's good aerially, he's a very good organisational player, a very good defender too. However, I do imagine City wanting a long-term replacement, if you get where I'm coming from, in terms of a replacement for Vincent Kompany. So I imagine they'll probably be looking for someone a little bit younger, and also probably, you would think, potentially homegrown too, because we do currently need more homegrown players. And so with Bonucci, it is an option for us to go along. Whether we go for him or not, I'm not sure, but it's one to keep an eye out for. So we're getting linked with a new defender, further realising the prospects that Harry Maguire may well not be coming to Manchester City whilst his price is so high. So next up, we're going to be talking about the first of them three potential Manchester City deals, which could come all in the next week or so. So we're going to talk first about Rodri. Spanish sources are saying that Manchester City have now paid Rodri's release clause. I was saying yesterday City was set to release it. Well, sources in Spain are saying that it has now been released, and he's travelling to Manchester. Expect him to travel to Manchester today, and that he's going to be going to Pep's restaurant and meeting with Manchester City's hierarchy tonight. So that tells me the deal's close if the Spanish sources are to be believed. This deal isn't that far away, I do believe, and so that might be true, it might not be. Like I said yesterday, keep your eye out on potential things happening. Keep your eye out on private planes and keep an eye out on Twitter. Don't forget to follow me. I'll keep you up to date with all things happening. But I'm expecting at some point this week for this Rodri transfer to really heat up. So we'll keep an eye on that one. So we'll move on to the next player that Manchester City are closing in on, and it comes in the form of a new player called Felix Correia. New name. Now, he was being linked with Juventus and Barcelona too. Youngster playing for Sporting Lisbon. Manchester City have won the race to sign him, apparently. He was spotted flying in from Lisbon, flying to Manchester. He was spotted in the airport, and he's apparently going to be signing for Manchester City. £3 million deal with instalments, a 5-year deal, 18-year-old forward. They're expecting, according to Sky Sports, for him to head out on loan for the next upcoming season. So we'll have to keep an eye on his prospects and where he ends up and how he does out on loan. But it's all to do with this new deal that Manchester City have got with Sporting Lisbon. Trevor is saying Manchester City will let Sporting Lisbon have players out on loan from Manchester City. In exchange, City get first dibs on their young players. Well, Felix Correia could well be the first of them players coming into Manchester City. So there is a player that we are expecting to sign. That could even come today. City's first kind of signing, but he'll be loaned out, so it's not really for the first team if you'd count that. I don't know, not too sure. But another player that we can't really count towards the first team but will be signing for Manchester City is Samuel Edozie from Millwall. Talked about him before. Deal's worth over £1 million according to the Mail, and Manchester City have signed him, beaten Chelsea to his signature. He's apparently a Manchester City player right now, and he's 16 years old, so I wanted to welcome Samuel to Manchester City. He's one of those that City won't announce, just one day when they're training, you see him there in a Manchester City tracksuit or Manchester City t-shirt or whatever, and he's at the academy working with Manchester City. So just keep your eyes peeled for that one. So last but not least, on the ins, I've mentioned two potential incomings for Manchester City. I'm going to mention, last but not least, the third one. Sources at PSV are saying that Angelino is now on his way to Manchester, and this was ahead of a €12 million deal. Now, I was under the illusion that City were paying around £5 million, not over £10 million, so I'm not too sure how accurate this release clause is that City have put on the clause in his contract when we sold him to PSV that we could buy him back for. I thought it was around 5 to 6 million, not closer to 10. So I'm not too sure how much City are paying, whether they're paying over that or not. but that's what the source is saying anyway. But apparently he's on his way to Manchester, and we're expecting his deal to be done soon. So I'm going to pop up this picture because I found it overnight on Twitter, and I'm not too sure how accurate it is. I was hoping somebody might be able to confirm or not, but Angelino's girlfriend on her Instagram story had put her current location set at Manchester and took a picture of a cardboard letter or a paper slip. I think it looks like it's made out of cardboard, but it's basically welcoming her and her, Angelino and the family to Manchester on their return, and welcoming and settling them in. The letter is from Manchester City's first team operations and support team, and so as far as I'm concerned, it just needs announcing. Now, I'm not too sure how legit this document is. It's come from an Instagram story. I did go onto her Instagram, and profile set as private, so I can't see her Instagram story. I don't know if people's got the profile set as private, whether I can still see their Instagram story or not, or whether she's deleted it, or she's seen the attention it was getting, or someone like Angelino or someone from Manchester City has told her to delete it or not, but someone's got a screenshot of it, and it seems that the source saying before that Angelino on his way to Manchester might already be in Manchester. And if that's the case, and the release clause has been done, as the sources are saying, ahead of the €12 million deal, then he literally just needs a medical, personal terms agreeing and signing his contract. If City are already welcoming the family to Manchester, tells me that deal, if it's not already done, is very close to being done. This could be announced at any time, even whilst I'm doing this video, so do stay tuned. Quickest way to stay tuned is through my Twitter, because I'll keep you up to date, because I'll retweet the sources as quickly as possible when things are happening, and I'll also have a video out very quickly after it's been announced. So if you want to stay tuned to my YouTube for that transfer and other potential transfers, then make sure you do subscribe and put your push notifications on, because things are getting very warm now. We're heading into July. It might be cooling down in the UK, but the transfer market really warming up. We're going to move on to the outs now, because all these out stories are either confirmed or near enough confirmed. So first up, we've got a conclusion to Jack Harrison. He's now signed a one-year extension at Manchester City until 2022, and ahead of that, he's now headed out back on loan to Leeds United. Spent last season there, and he's there again for the next upcoming season. City's put an extra year on his deal. They've done that so his market value doesn't decrease. City believed to have wanted £15 million this summer. It'll be something similar next summer if he does well at Leeds. So just want to say, good luck to Jack on his loan move, and does well at Leeds once again. And speaking of loans, we've got another loan move confirmed, this time in the form of Matt Smith. He was getting linked with Charlton yesterday. He'd been heavily linked with Anderlecht before that. I was speaking last week about him going to QPR. The race is over. Queen's Park Rangers have signed him. To wish him all the best of luck. Spent last season on loan at FC Twente. Did really well. Got called up to the Wales squad. Heading out to the Championship. City are rating the Championship a lot, sending a lot of their players out on loan there. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in England. So good luck to Matt and good luck to Jack. We've got a update on Thierry Ambrose. A little bit of a forgotten man, not really been spoken about a lot over the last couple of seasons, but he's set to leave Manchester City on a permanent basis. He spent last season on loan in France. He is from France, by the way, with RC Lens, who are in the second division of the French leagues, and he's set to now be going to FC Metz, and the deal believed to be around £2 million. That again just needs confirming. That is according to Sky Sports. So a really interesting updates here with Manchester City. A lot's happened in 24 hours, and I'm expecting the next 24 hours to probably be just as busy. We're getting linked with new names. We're closing in on 3 potential deals with Manchester City, a young player, bringing a player back, and a big signing with terms of Rodri too. So lots to look forward to and lots to stay tuned for. So if you're interested, make sure you subscribe, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. That will keep you in the loop with all things Manchester City transfer updates. We're doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer 2019 window. You don't want to miss any of it, so make sure you do subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you want Angelino to come back? What's your thoughts on Manchester City signing the youngster from Sporting Lisbon? And what's your opinion on Rodri? Are you happy to see Matt Smith heading to QPR? Do you think he should have gone to Anderlecht? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and you can go check out my social media links, which you can find in description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with everything happening with Manchester City, and also with me, JSGC too. So I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update, unless we have a signing today, in which case we'll have a video out later on with that. So stay tuned for that. So it's been JSGC. Hope we'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.